folks, Creepy Kentuckian here with you from DEADPIT.com, back again with yet another review. This week, just come out from our good friends over at Arrow Video, a film from director Gerard Cocoin. I did mispronounce that, I'm sure I did, but he's French and I'm from Eastern Kentucky, so it's all good. It's Edge of Sanity, starring Anthony Perkins. Now, this is a movie from the 1980s, but it's set in like the 1880s. It's a movie from 1988, one that frequented the video store shelves for years and years and years, and one that I don't believe I had ever seen until recently. For the first time on Blu-ray, Arrow Video presents this special edition with some features, some film essays, and all that good nerdy shit that we love, in a brand new 2K remaster of Edge of Sanity. The 1980s were a very interesting time period for Anthony Perkins. Oddly enough, he returned as Norman Bates early in the 80s and made, 4 total Psycho movies, oddly enough. All those are actually really good, but he does a very similar performance in Edge of Sanity. In this one, Perkins plays kind of a double role. Now, this is 1800s horse and buggy era London, and he plays Dr. Henry Jekyll, who experiments a lot with the cocaine and is using it for medical purposes, talking about cocaine like it's this amazing new drug that's going to help everybody. And he was right later on, it helped quite a few people get rich. The experiment goes awry. He's playing with his monkey in the lab. The monkey makes a big mess, and the fumes and all that he had mixed together in the lab turns Dr. Jekyll into Mr. Hyde. Now, there's also a little bit of a backstory, too, with the Jekyll character as a young kid. He witnesses his, I don't know if it's his mother and father or whatever, having sex in a barn and gets whipped for it. And as the years go on, he's just a crazy, sexually frustrated dude. Especially when he turns into Mr. Hyde, which you see there. He's got the kind of the crazy look with the greasy black hair, and he's like out to get you. He's like the boogeyman. He's coming for you. This movie, though, after the midway point, really turns into a mixture of Jack the Ripper meets Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. The Mr. Hyde character is going into these brothels, or whatever you would call it, and attacking hookers, killing them. Prostitutes, I guess is what they called them back in those days. And we kind of go from there. It kind of goes out of control. Like, who is this serial killer in the streets of London in the 1800s, right? This one's interesting. I will say that. I had never seen this movie before. This is a film that, like I'd said earlier, it frequented the video store shelves for years and years and years. And I was always a little bit intrigued by it simply because, and we'll show you the cover, it's actually the flip side of this. It's basically, as a kid, I saw Anthony Perkins, that was Norman Bates. And I was like, well, what is this? What's he doing there? So I had never seen it, though, until now, and it was a very interesting watch. Gerard Cocoin. Sorry, sir, I don't know. I'm from Eastern Kentucky again. He was primarily, from what I could see, an adult film director. This was kind of his mainstream horror debut, in a way. And you can kind of tell that he was from the adult side of things, the X-rated side of things, because this was a very explicit, almost sleazy movie. There's a lot of gratuitous nudity in this. If you guys are into that, you will definitely want to check out Edge of Sanity. But other than that, though, like the artistic direction of it, the cinematography of it, and definitely Anthony Perkins' acting is flat out amazing in this. I mean, this is an excellent watch. Now, it almost seemed like it did seem like Perkins' performance kind of overshadowed every other aspect of the movie. It's like, this guy is too good for this movie here. The movie's fine. I mean, it's okay. But you could tell, like, he was kind of... And it sucks because Perkins was like, that was primarily, he was typecast after Psycho. That was kind of what he was known for. He couldn't play the friendly, good-natured type that he did pre-Psycho after 1960. He really couldn't. This one was another aspect, Anthony Perkins, crazy-ass Anthony Perkins. Most of the death scenes in this, he quickly slits the throat of his victims with a scalpel. Throughout a lot of the movie, it's his slow descent into insanity there, from the Dr. Jekyll to Mr. Hyde character, Jack the Ripper character. But really towards the last 20, maybe even 30 minutes of the movie, it kind of falls apart a little bit to me. But again, Anthony Perkins has great screen presence here, playing a crazy ass. He does an excellent job in this role here. I think that the director, Gerard Cocoin, did a great job with this. And it was an interesting watch for sure. It's one that I had never seen before. This one came out from Arrow Video. It is loaded up with special features. Brand new 2K restoration from a 4K scan of the original 35mm negative. You've got subtitles, original uncompressed stereo audio, brand new audio commentary by writer David Flint and author and filmmaker Sean Hogan. Edward's Edge, an interview with producer Edward Simons. Over the Edge, brand new interview with Stephen Thrower, co-author of Nightmare USA, who knows way too much about this movie and any other movie, actually. Jack, Jekyll, and Other Screen Psychos, a brand new interview with Dr. Claire Smith, author of Jack the Ripper in Film and Culture. French Love, a career-spanning interview with director Gerard Cocoin. Staying Sane, Gerard Cocoin discusses Edge of Sanity, Image Gallery, reversible sleeve cover, and much more. To get the inside of the case here, I was talking about the reverse artwork, which this was the VHS art from back in the day. And I was kind of like, yeah, Norman Bates, and he kind of looks a little weird there. So they kind of recreated that for the Blu-ray. Opening the case up, you see a booklet along with the Blu-ray disc with the same artwork, baby. Arrow always has some interesting choices for their releases, and this is no exception. Edge of Sanity is out now from Arrow Video. Check it out and check us out over at DEADPIT.com. Give us the thumbs up.
Up your butt.
Like, subscribe. And if you subscribe, here's something else you can do. Once you subscribe, you can click the bell notification, right? And it'll notify you anytime that Dead Pit puts up new shit.
Or don't. I really don't give a if you do.
I want you to. I want you to.
I don't care.
Let's keep our community growing here on YouTube.
I don't like it. I don't want you to do nothing.
Listen, they need to do that, pal.
No, don't you dare touch it.
Thumbs up. Subscribe. And click that bell.
For this video officially, it's Oh Curly Jaws has a message for you. Go on over to shop.deadpit.com and go look at their Teen Public store right now. You got some new shirts like the Oh Curly Jaws official t-shirt, which is brutal and badass. You got the Yummy Gummy shirt with the captain himself on the shirt. You got Uncle Bill's face on a fucking shirt. You got the Final Girl shirt. You got all these shirts over at shop.deadpit.com. Get them before they're all out, especially the new one, Bedtime 1039. It doesn't get better than that, so go on out. Check out these shirts at shop.deadpit.com. Go look at their Teen Public store. You're going to have a good old time. Get them all.
Thank you to all of our supporters on Patreon. Dead Pit on Patreon.com is the only place to check out a complete archive of the old Dead Pit radio shows all the way back from 2005 on, in addition to the midweek shows and fan commentaries, exclusive podcasts, and much more. DEADPIT on patreon.com if you're interested. Tiers start at only $1.